You wouldn't believe it. A tiny cut can lead to such chaos. This is called a bleeding disorder. Little Pearl's life is like walking on a razor's edge. Any bump could be a life or death situation. If she so much as brushes against something, fate might just send her packing up to heaven. It's terrifying. In this country, this disease is as rare as gold. Even doctors scratch their heads. What a pickle. Hearing about her granddaughter, Mo Shun just wanted to pull her hair out. Her heart was breaking with the regret. But fate had a surprise in store. It turned out she had Alzheimer's. Shocking. That's the famous Alzheimer's disease, and it's way worse than she thought. She couldn't even remember her family's names. She was all set to head home with her granddaughters, but the next second she was just standing there like a bewildered child. From then on, the little princess had to take care of her sick sister and play the role of a nanny for her confused grandma. All family responsibilities landed on this little kid's shoulders. It's just not fair. How can a school kid handle all this? Grandma's health is getting worse and memory's just a fading dream. And her temper? Off the charts. She often has intense discussions with others. When even taking care of little Pearl became a challenge, she dozed off at the door and left her glasses in the baby's crib. That little mistake left little Pearl's hand roasted by the sun. What an unfortunate prank. Watching the child get hurt, Grandma's heart filled with guilt. She decided to find a reliable home for the kids while she still could. With her current state, she could barely look after herself, let alone 2 kids. She didn't want to burden the kids any further, planning to set them up and then head to a nursing home solo. But when the doctor learned about Grandma's plan, he immediately stepped up to adopt them. Turns out he lost his own child. Seeing little Pearl, who looked just like his daughter, made the doctor's heart decide right then and there. He and his wife were determined to cure little Pearl. Grandma felt heartbroken watching the princess rush around the hospital. When the princess heard that Grandma wanted to give them away, she was furious and stormed off like a bolt of lightning. Grandma watched the princess walk away, her heart hurting like she'd been knifed. She wanted to say so much but just couldn't. The following day, as the princess was attending to her sister in the hospital, she accidentally overheard the nurses' whispered gossip, which truly came as a great surprise. Only Dr. Zhang was willing to adopt her sister, giving her a chance of recovery, and thinking of Grandma's love was heart-wrenching. But just imagining Grandma living all alone at home made her heart twist again. Meanwhile, Grandma prepared a feast at home, ready to deliver it to the hospital, when her illness struck. During her episode, she had no clue what she forgot. It's truly unsettling. Princess waited in the hospital until deep in the night, only to realize Grandma hadn't returned. She was starving but kept vigil by her sister. When Grandma woke up and saw that the table was completely empty, she finally realized that she had eaten up all of her granddaughter's food, feeling incredibly guilty. She hated herself for not being able to care for the kids and causing them trouble again and again. To avoid repeating the same mistake, she had to approach a lady she'd clashed with, asking her to tattoo her granddaughter's names on her arm. She even offered up her most precious tattoo. Talk about a self-redeeming act. She figured this was the only way to remember her granddaughters when she had an episode. The princess waited all night in the hospital hall until Dr. Zhang finally showed up. She desperately pleaded with Dr. Zhang for some cash to buy Grandma reading glasses. This was a crucial moment. After all, Grandma's glasses broke during the last mishap. The urgency. She quietly placed the glasses next to the sleeping Grandma. It felt like a covert operation. Tearfully, she announced her hardest decision. It's just like you can't have your cake and eat it too. I want our future together, but I'm really scared, she announced with trembling voice. What the princess failed to realize was that Grandma wasn't dreaming at that moment. She was attentively listening to every single word. Grandma felt like her heart was being stabbed repeatedly, but she felt utterly helpless. She also missed those 2 children dearly, but upon thinking of her condition, she ultimately chose to let go. Next day, the princess went to the hospital and found the doctor had taken her sister away. Staring at the empty bed, the princess shed tears of sadness, but she reminded herself to stay positive. Today was the day her sister got adopted. She ought to be happy, for this was the best choice for her sister's good life. Meanwhile, Grandma was secretly watching from outside the door, feeling profound guilt and regret. She despised her frailty, loathed her helplessness, and regretted not being there for her granddaughters. It was a serious heartache. All I want is for them to be happy, but I'm powerless. This world is so unfair. Even though her sister was gone, the stubborn princess ultimately chose to return to Grandma, not leave her behind.